What kind of research should you do before buying a property, before buying any kind of property, right? So a few years ago, I bought a property and I neglected to do the type of research I normally would have done. And that's because I saw a really good deal on it. I saw a really good price point. I had to have it, and I ended up doing it. I was so excited. Well, the zoning was being changed on that particular property. Had I taken a step back and did a little more research, I would have known that. And I didn't lose any money because I wanted to sell the property, but I did not get as much as I wanted to get. So had I known what was going to happen, I would have been prepared for it, but I wasn't. And those are the kind of things that I know now I'm more aware of, I'm more selective. I'll give you another case. I bought a property one time, and I remember it was in the middle of nowhere, but I got such a great deal on it. And I said, it doesn't matter, I'm going to turn this thing around. Well, the problem I was having is I could not find property management. I could not find anyone to do any kind of maintenance on the property. When it came time to sell it, I couldn't even get the broker out there to take pictures, and it was really a nightmare. And that's because I wanted to get a better deal. I didn't want to be in the city or in the primary market, secondary market. I wanted to be really out there, and I wanted to get a really good deal on it. Well, that didn't really work out according to plan. So when you're doing research on a property, and it could be a single family home, it can be a high-rise building, look at not everything that can go wrong necessarily, but really look at everything you have to do and lay it all out for yourself. So if you know you need to replace the windows, we already know that you're going to call 3 or 4 window estimates, right? We already know you're going to get all that. And you should already have property management in place. So whatever property you're buying, you want to have property management. You probably did research on the jobs, what's going on in the area, in the market, and you want to be able to break down all those things. Now, I'm giving you an example of zoning. That's something most people really don't look into. When you're buying a property, what is your future highest and best use? What are you planning on doing with it? And if it's just buying it, keeping it for cash flow, that's fine. But a lot of times you may want to do different things with the property, right? And when you are buying something, and let's say your budget is $100,000, but everything you're looking around where you really ideally would like to be is $250,000. Well, don't just go by price point, because maybe you're in the case that I was telling you. You're so far away from the action that it's difficult to get property management, maintenance, collect your rents and service those tenants. That could really be a problem. Look at, okay, how can I get to where I need to get to? Can this deal make sense? Look at that type of research. And when you're buying anything, when you're buying something, what I've noticed is most investors and investor syndicators, whatever you want to call it, most buyers, they'll only look at the numbers. They'll look at the numbers first. So, and it's kind of a catch-22, because if you look at the marketing package, some of the big brokers, it's 40 or 50 pages, which is truly unnecessary. You don't not need to do that. No one's reading your marketing package. Stop doing that. Focus on what you can control. Now, we know you can control the numbers. We know you can control the facade of the property. It might be difficult to control the location, right? We're not going to pick it up, put it somewhere else. But we know we can do our very best to a certain degree. And look at those aspects. So really do your research, and some of the biggest things you want to research are how long the property has been owned by a certain owner, right? What kind of repairs or upgrades have they done necessarily? And you can usually tell this. If you're looking around the property in some fairly good shape, things are looking like they're all right, you can tell that person has pride, ownership in their property, they're taking really good care of it. There might not be a whole lot. If it looks run down from the first sight, yeah, it's probably, there's a lot of hidden obstacles going on over there. And don't just research the physical and the financial, research the demographic, the neighborhood, right? Why are people going there? Are you buying the only retail building with a coffee shop within 5 miles? What is the reason? So really study that, look at everything. A lot of times, maybe you'll overlook all of that and you're just looking at the financial aspect of the property. So, all right, that's all I got for you today. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Be glad to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it.